What was the first Bible study like? Welcome. This is Father Jonathan Meyer, and what a great joy it is to be with you on this third Sunday of Easter. And we hear on this third Sunday the story of the road to Emmaus. I love the road to Emmaus. I have to be honest, there was a point in my life where I didn't really like it wasn't like one of my favorite stories in the Bible, and it now has become in the very, very top of the list. Jesus has a Bible study. Jesus begins to reveal to them everything in the scriptures that pertain to him. I want to encourage you to just like, what did Jesus talk about? What prophecies from the Old Testament did Jesus use to reveal who he was as the Messiah and the Son of God? What prophecies did Jesus point out? As you know, I'm a big proponent that those images that Jesus would have given were clearly the 14 stations of the Eucharist. That he would have talked about Abel's perfect, unblemished offering of the lamb, and how he would have talked about Abraham and the replacement sacrifice, and how he would be the replacement sacrifice, and how Melchizedek, this mysterious character, was a priest who is not from the tribe of Levi, and how the Passover lamb had to be eaten and his blood had to be put on our doorposts, and how the manna from heaven would be fulfilled in the Eucharist, and how every lamb that was offered and sacrificed before the Ark of the Covenant was ultimately a prefigurement of he who would be our divine presence. And what other images from the Old Testament do you think Jesus revealed? I don't think the 14 stations of the Eucharist are, a definitive document or doctrine of the Church. So what other images would you add? If you had to write your own 14 stations of the Eucharist, what other images would you have laid out from the Old Testament? What typologies, what foreshadowings from the Old Testament do you think Jesus brought up in the first Bible study that he has on Easter Sunday with those on the road to Emmaus? It's powerful to reflect upon. Get out a piece of paper today and write them down. What was Jesus talking about on the road? If you want to put down below in your comment section, if you think there's other awesome biblical passages, share them. I would love to read them. So would other people. We're a community after all, aren't we? Happy Easter to you. Enjoy today. Spend time with family today. And continued congratulations and blessings to our First Communion students who made their second Holy Communion at Holy Masses this beautiful weekend. God bless you and happy Easter.